there! So, recently L'Oreal launched a new foundation. I'm talking about the Infallible 32-Hour Matte Cover Foundation. I have it here, we're going to test it out together today. I want to do a wear test. Based on what the time is right now, I might wear this for 12 hours to see how it lasts throughout the day. It says that it's a matte full coverage foundation that evens tone over time because it has 4% niacinamide. So I guess they want to say that it acts like a skincare product as well, considering the fact that it has this ingredient. So matte high coverage is usually not my type of a foundation. Usually I prefer luminous lower coverage foundation, and for me the L'Oreal Fresh Wear range, that one is actually amazing. But I'm also curious about this one. I'd say I'm pretty versatile, so maybe I might like this. From my opinion, I'd say that this is a foundation that's suitable for oily skin. Oily, acne prone probably. I think that is its purpose. My skin is combo, leaning dry. I wanted to see what's the pricing for this one. I found it on Romanian websites for something around 9 euros. It's a little bit more affordable than the 32-hour Fresh Wear. I did receive multiple shades from them, but this is the one that seems to be closer to my skin tone, the 115 shade, which says that it has a warm undertone. I am very fair. I also had the 110 shade, but that one is, it says to have a rosy undertone, which is so not right for me. I have a warm olive skin tone actually. It also says that you're supposed to shake it before use, but I don't know how liquidy this is. I'll follow the instructions. I'm curious about the texture. I hope that it's not too thick. It actually feels quite thick. It feels creamy. The shade looks alright, I guess, but it somehow seems rosy, even though it says that it has a warm undertone. Maybe it's not warm enough for me, and this might lean a little neutral. Or maybe it oxidizes and changes shade. So this is a difference. This one is with the foundation, and my other hand is without the foundation. It's definitely not as warm, I think. Let's give this a try already, shall we? I'm gonna take a little bit of product out. I usually don't apply any base. I just have my SPF, which had plenty of time to absorb into my skin, because I have been talking a lot. I'm going to do half of my face so we can see like a before and after, I think. And I'm going to use a sponge. I definitely don't want to apply too much product, as it is a high coverage foundation from what I've seen on my hand, and I don't want it to look like too much. But the shade is alright. It really looks fine on my face. It doesn't look that rosy as it does on my hand. Maybe I applied a little bit too much product on my hand, or I don't know. It also, the sponge absorbs a little bit of the product, so it really has a natural finish when applied this way. If you apply with a brush, you might get a higher coverage, but I'm really happy with this coverage. I think it's more than enough. With the quantity that I applied, I'd say medium to high coverage. And I want to look closer. So far it really looks lovely. It's mattifying, but not to a point where it looks drying. At least not on my skin. I didn't expect to like this finish so much. When I hear high coverage matte foundation, I usually run away in the other direction. But this one looks really lovely. I'm curious about how it lasts. And it also feels lightweight. And the shade is actually perfect, I think. So this side of my face doesn't reflect light as much as my non-foundation side. So it's definitely a bit mattifying. But I actually love it, it's so lovely. Okay, I'll finish off the rest of my makeup and we'll see from there. Okay, I finished up my makeup and this is how it's looking at the moment. So far, I think it's such a beautiful foundation. I mean, it is matte, it's not exactly my type, but for a matte foundation, I think it looks lovely. It smooths out the skin, it's not cakey, and my skin just looks matte and flawless. I want to zoom you a little closer so you can take a look at my skin at the moment. Nothing much to say here. I think it's clinging to a little bit of dryness in this area of my face, because obviously it is matte. And I also have sunlight here. I might show you how it looks in direct sunlight. I don't know if these settings are working and I'm blinding myself a little bit, but take a peek. It's 9 a.m. at the moment. I'm going to wear this for as many hours as I possibly can, probably like 11-12 hours. So far so good. I think it's a lovely foundation for now, but I want to see how it lasts. By the way, I did go into different lighting, and the shade does look a little leaning neutral. Here, I mean, my balcony is very bright. My face looks a little bit brighter, but the shade is a little darker than my skin tone. I think it's because it oxidizes a bit. Every matte foundation from my experience oxidizes at least a tiny bit. And this one, it's not crazy oxidation, so it doesn't change shade much. I think I forgot to mention that this one also has SPF 25, so if you care about SPF in your foundation, I think it's a plus, but I wouldn't recommend you to rely solely on the SPF from the foundation. You need a larger amount of SPF in order for you to be protected against the sun. It's almost 6 p.m. I've had a long day at work. I mean in the other room because I work from home, but I wanted to do a check-in for the foundation, even though I think I'm going to film tonight as well, so like in like 3 hours from now probably. But I wanted to show you how it's looking at the moment. Nothing major has happened, but I'm going to zoom a little closer. In terms of oiliness, not a lot came out. I do look a tiny bit shinier than this morning, right in this area. By the way, I only set my under eyes and like my pores area with powder. I didn't set my entire face, so my cheeks, chin, even nose area are powder free. I just applied the foundation and just let it do its job. So it's been holding on pretty well. Around my nose here, it's faded because I wear glasses, and no foundation can last through that, unfortunately. But other than that, I see a bit of separation almost, unlike this area above my lip, and a little on the sides of my nose. I've had these kind of things happen to me with high coverage foundations before. I think lighter coverage is a little bit more undetectable on the skin, and that's why I prefer it. With higher coverage foundations, it's a little more obvious when it fades or cracks or whatever. But other than that, I think for 9 hours at the moment, I think it's been holding on pretty well. I'll do one final check-in once I take a walk and de-stress a little bit, because I have a major headache at the moment. I don't expect much to change in the next 3 hours, but we'll see. Who knows? Okay, it's currently 9:30 p.m. So it's been 12 hours since I'm wearing this foundation, the L'Oreal Infallible 32-hour matte cover. This is how it's looking apart from some fading on my nose because of my glasses. I think it's looking great. I personally really like it. I would still go for the 32-hour Fresh Wear foundation. It's a little bit more liquidy, and it has a lighter coverage than this one. But it kind of depends again on the coverage that you're looking for. If you like high coverage, you might like this one better. Didn't necessarily impress me in any way, but I still think it's a great product. I think the wear time is great, and it looks fine after 12 hours. So to me, it's a win. I'm feeling a little bit uninspired at this time. I think I'm just tired. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found this video useful. Let me know if you tried this product. I think this one is a remake. It might have, I didn't research, I didn't do anything. Just matte foundations are usually just not my style, so I don't necessarily know products that are matte. But I think this one might have had like a 24-hour version. I mean, similarly to the Fresh Wear foundation, you have the 24-hour Fresh Wear, and then the newer launch, the 32-hour Fresh Wear. It might have been the same thing with this one, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!